Hi, this is Roddy Nabulsi. I'm here with Georgia wide receiver Michael Bennett. Michael, spring practice is over. How'd it go for you?
It went really well overall. This year was a little more relaxed than last year because last year, I didn't really have any credibility on the field or anything like that. But this year, still had a lot to prove, I guess, to my coaches and stuff. And overall, I think I really evolved as a receiver a little bit, learned more fundamental stuff, and could work in the little stuff now that I knew like the overall offense and everything. And the game is a lot slower now. So this spring has been, a real good time just learn the little stuff and really evolve on that.
Now, you feel like you had something to prove. That seems odd to me because, you came on like gangbusters last year. You made some amazing catches, and everyone's like, it seems like everyone was a true believer last year. Did you feel like, you still hadn't quite done enough?
Well, I appreciate that, but you still got stuff to prove, especially when you're a white guy playing a black man's position. So you always have stuff to prove, and if you never have that drive to want to do more and want to improve more, you're going to just plateau. So I always want to feel like I have something to prove, and even if I feel like I know it all, which I don't. Obviously, I still have a lot to learn, but you always got to push yourself no matter what.
Now, you got to go up against a pretty polished secondary, but Brandon Boykin wasn't out there. Yeah. Malcolm Mitchell was, though. Give me a little bit about your one-on-one battles with Malcolm Mitchell.
It was a battle. You said it right. Every day, he's a competitor. He's a raw athlete, I'll tell you that. So we went against each other, and it was back and forth. I'd beat him, he'd beat me. So he's got a lot of work on with his fundamentals of being a DB. But overall, he's still covered me pretty good, and I still got him good, pretty good time. So it was just a battle, just like you said.
Who was the guy that covered you the best? Who was it every time you lined up, you're like, oh, great. Was it Brandon Smith, Mitchell? Who was the guy that was toughest to get away from?
Well, we only have a set of DBs that go against the X's, the boundary receivers, and Sanders is one of them. He's a guy that's really tough to get off. But I wouldn't say I'm sitting there shaking my knees against anyone because you got to have confidence. So, but he's the one guy that it's always a challenge to get off against him because he's strong. He's real big, he's tall, and he's got long arms, so he can get your hands on you. So you just got to be real fundamental in everything you do and getting off the ball. And it was definitely a challenge against him.
Now, you guys had a lot of reps this spring, injuries, losing a couple guys to the, defensive side of the ball. Was there ever a time you're just like, we need some other guys here on the squad?
Oh, yeah. I wanted Malcolm to come back, man. I was tired. I was huffing and puffing. I was like, geez, when is people going to come out? But, we had a lot of, walk-ons have to come in and get some reps. And, I guess we got only one receiver coming in this class. So, it's good for me, and I'm not complaining. I love reps.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
For Michael Bennett, this is Roddy Nabulsi, ESPN.